Gentlemen's Fellowship are a group of motorcycle enthusiasts based here on the Isle of Man, and they're gearing up to challenge a world land speed record at the famous salt flats at Bonneville. The core team actually going out to America are Richard Barks, who's actually riding the bike, Paul Hodgson, who's our engine builder, Bob Watson, who's our electrical engineer, Stu Harvey, who's the transport chief, and myself, Susie Starlight. I'm project managing, and I'm crew chief.
I was probably 6 or 7 years old, and my father came home with a rally scooter, which model it was, but I remember that it had pedals, and you had to pedal it to get it started, and when you got to a certain speed the engine took over and the pedals locked, and away it went. And I think that, I mean, my father being massively into bikes started me, obviously, you know, sort of going to race meetings and stuff. But my first bike was this rally, and that's what kick-started me off, and after that it just escalated into bigger, faster, better bikes.
Well, I've got a background in media and performance, and I worked in radio and TV presenting for a while, and then I moved into event management. So I've been working as an events and project manager for too long, actually, now, for quite a few years, yeah.
I've been building engines for years, right back from when I was doing grass track racing and tuning them and stuff, but mainly two-stroke engines then, and then when I decided I was going to do sprinting, I initially decided to use a two-stroke engine, and after getting quite far with that I changed my mind and went a different route. Decided that I wanted more than it could give me performance wise, so then I looked at a four-stroke engine and went that way, basically moved on to that and went that route.
Who are your racing heroes?
I mean, probably the same as everybody else. It was Joey Dunlop, you know, for various reasons. It was, I think, you know, even though he's not with us anymore, he's still one of the best road racers that's ever been. David Jeffries, the late DJ, as well. He was absolutely fantastic. I just admired their skills, and you know, they were quick men, but they were smooth with it. And both guys are, you know, have the personality as well. Because to me, to admire someone, to have a hero, he hasn't just got to be a quick motorcyclist. He's actually got to have a personality as well. Modern day Guy Martin, he's my hero.
It was really bizarre. I was actually helping some friends of mine organise a small festival in North Manchester, and they were all riders and they wanted to put on a charity event. So every week I'd meet up with them, and all they talk about is bikes, and I was just thinking, why are they so passionate about riding a bike? So I actually had a ride as pillion one day, frightened the life out of me, and I thought, I really like this, but I actually need to be holding onto the handlebars and controlling this. So I thought about it for a few months. Within a week I'd bought myself a 125, and 3.5 months later I'd passed my test. I was just addicted. I just had to get out every week.
I started riding a bike when I was about 11 or 12. I had all sorts of old bikes and scramblers. I started scrambling when I was 16, because there was no schoolboy scrambling then over here. I went up to Scotland, did a bit of scrambling, you know, with the Isle of Man versus Scotland. And then I sat on a sidecar with Rob Corkill for 4 years. We won the Manx Championship in '81, which was great fun. I enjoyed that. I did a bit of grass track racing, and then on to sprinting, really. So I've tried just about everything, and I think I was sprinting probably for about 10 years in total. And you know, I was fortunate enough that the bike was going great, and you know, I had a good bike, and I managed to win, I think, about 3 Ramsey sprints in total, and I broke the record in 2003. So that was brilliant. It was brilliant. Good day. It was a good day.
Sprinting it's so different from riding on the road, because most people ride on the road, and you know, sprinting's all about sort of taking those skills and either the eighth or the quarter of a mile. It's about honing everything you know to get to, you know, from A to B as fast as you possibly can, and it takes so long to dial your head into doing things that you probably wouldn't necessarily do on the road. So you know, once you get your head around that and you set your personal best time, it's all about forgetting everybody else, and it's about, you know, beating your personal best. But you do get sucked along with it, and gets a bit competitively trying to beat your mates and stuff like that. But for me, it's trying to beat my own record each time.
Probably going back about 3 years ago now, you know, we had a serious chat and we thought, right, you know, are we going to do it? And Paul Hodgson, you know, he said he'd be happy to build the engines and do the electronics, and Rob Corkle was going to help with the frame building and stuff like that, and all the rest of the crew were going to chip in and do their bit. And you know, I believe that's it. You know, we could actually do it. You know, and we should do it. We should do it.